So this is starting to bother me that I'm getting so many downloads of information about this when I plan to take a break from this sort of darkness. And of course, give you guys a break, but I can't I can't be in a position where I'm not going to share what I saw. I have to share what I saw, and I'm going to do that. And just remember the differences between thoughts and visions, as I always remind people. A thought is comparable to like a single action shot, a glimpse that appears in your mind, like just a single action revolver. You get one shot, and then you have to pull the hammer back. That's how your normal thought processes in your brain work. Sort of patterned one after another. It depends on various factors, of course, but a vision is when you have a minigun shooting 50 rounds a second, and it's just a bombardment of information and an intense vision that just opens before you like you're in a waking dream. That's how I describe what happens when these sorts of things happen. Normal thoughts I don't make videos of. So just to get that out of the way, I was outside and it was night and it was pitch black, but it was more than pitch black outside. There were no stars. There were no city lights. There was no moon. There was no clouds. There was nothing but this deep, empty void. And it looked like a black hole that went on for infinity. And then the entire sky turned into a screen. And I see three figures before me. Two are very tall, and one is very short. There's one in the middle that's very short, and one on each side that are very tall. And when I say very tall, 9 feet. These figures are standing inside of a church. And it's a very dimly lit church, but it looks like a very massive church. Like St. Peter's in the Vatican or something of that nature. And the two beings to either side of the being in the center were very lizard-like, very tall, 9 feet tall. They had very blank expressions on their face. They had a slender build. They had large heads with large reptile eyes. Their skin was very green. They were wearing extremely elaborate ancient clothing, embroidered in all sorts of jewelry and gold, and it was red and gold colored, what they were wearing. And I could not tell a gender. One of them may have been more male than the other, from what I could tell. And then the central figure looked like a frail, thin man with long hair. He looked very dirty like he didn't shower in 1,000 years. His skin was very strange and pasty. It had, imagine varicose veins on people's legs, how they get them. Imagine that on his face and all over his body. I couldn't see any clothes. And he had long brownish reddish hair, a beard. He looked droopy, almost like he was crippled, mentally not well, like he was barely functioning. Um, he opened his eyes, and his eyes were very large. It almost didn't look human, but he was. He had a golden crown on his head, a very shiny golden crown. And that was the only thing that resembled clothes that I could tell. So, similarities to the character of iPad Go 2, but not really. Not really. And there's like a stand, a podium, and he goes up to it and he says, "Your first assignment is to take down the rich." And that was it. There was nothing else that was said. What this means, I don't know. It might mean nothing. I will tell you that there is a lot of references over the years to attacking the rich, a lot of predictive programming related to doing harm to people who have wealth. That's sort of ingrained in our psychology at this point. So that was pretty interesting. But what was really bothering me this whole time is, why did he look crippled? We're talking about a god, right? We're talking about someone that's supposed to shine this golden ray of light, right? A powerful figure. He looked frail, unwell, and something clicked in my head. Allegorical or not, I don't know, but Isis and Osiris, that's their child Horus. But who is Isis and Osiris? Their brother and sister. So they had a genetically screwed up child because they're brother and sister. Sorry about that. Well, that's it then.